Good morning, fellow recording nerds! Hope you're all doing well, and I've got a quick little instructional video for you today. You know, one of the most frequent comments I've been getting over the years doing this show has been, I don't get it. This is all just common sense. Why do you need to make a video about it? To which I reply, are you fucking kidding me? These are musicians we're dealing with. They have about as much common sense as the morons who videotaped themselves committing federal crimes on January the 6th. In unrelated news, all Iced Earth tours are now canceled indefinitely. Need proof? Well, over the last few weeks, you guys might have noticed I started doing mixed reviews way more often. It is a lot of fun, and it's great to see all you guys come to hang out. But some of you seem to have left your brains in the toilet. Submission after submission, I'm starting to notice that some people just can't follow basic fucking instructions. So I'm making this video as a handy guide for all of you who have room temperature IQs. Here's 11 steps you have to take to submit a mix for a review on my Spectre sound live stream. Number 1, learn to read. Apparently, some of you can't even do the simple fucking task that he teach you in first grade. The first and most important thing you have to do before you even consider submitting a mix is to read the damn description. Seriously, it's where the basic and most important rules are stated, and if you ignore that, guess what? Your submission will also be ignored. Can you say that? I knew you could. Look, guys, it only takes a couple of minutes and a few simple steps to do everything right. So try to be somewhat competent when you want your work evaluated. Just an idea anyway. Number 2, provide links. Like it says in the fucking description of every one of these streams I do, please provide a link to your fucking song. Duh! I've seen this happen way too many times. People leave a Streamlabs donation with the name of their song and a brief description and just expect me to somehow magically find it. Now, the best part about this is when they don't even mention their own band name. Seriously, one night I had a viewer submit a track for review and then not mention the name of the song, the band, or include a link. Just, this one was a little rough, need help. And then he commented on the live chat for the next half hour about the song without providing the name, the band, or even giving a link. I'm literally begging the guy, what's the name of the song? Where do I find it? And every reply he gave me was equally useless. Look, it's not that difficult. I need the name of the song, the name of the band, and a link to the song. This is not fucking rocket surgery. And for those of you who are complaining that this is just common sense, allow me to retort. Common sense is not only not so common with this crowd, it's a fucking endangered species. Oh, and speaking of Streamlabs, number 3, Streamlabs donations. Now, I can already smell the butthurt comments on this. Well, you just want money. Why should I give you money review to mix my mix, huh? Okay, first of all, yeah, give me money. Second of all, have you seen how many submissions I get for these shows? There are only so many hours in a day, and only a few of those I can dedicate to live streaming. And with all the submissions I get, you can bet your ass I'm going to prioritize those who want to help the show out with donations. It's not like Fearless Gear Reviews fund themselves. If you want your mix reviewed faster, then please send me a Streamlabs donation along with a link to your song that at least includes your song name. And before anybody inevitably repeats this question, let me ask you this. How is it that you have $2,000 to spend on a guitar, but you don't have $10 to pay someone for their time and their skill set? Which, by the way, you claim to hold in high enough regard to ask for feedback, but you aren't willing to compensate in any other way. It just goes to show that musicians really are cheap fucking bastards. But to all of those out there who are not, I'm forever grateful for your continued support. You guys fucking rock. Number 4, join the Discord. Over the last few weeks, I've streamlined this part, and all song links and info can now be sent directly on the Streamlabs donation form. It saves me having to dig through on the Discord. That being said, the Discord is free to join for everyone, and there's a great community in there, and we've all started playing Halo together on Sunday nights, and it turns out I really suck at Halo. So if you want to join an awesome community and get some feedback on your stuff for absolutely free, come join the Discord, and yes, you can have your shot at me on Halo as well. Number 5, no Spotify links. Actually, I broke down and finally got a Spotify account, so Spotify is fine. I still don't have Apple Music though, so you'll get a 1-minute playback if you submit that way. Number 6, no CD baby bullshit. Please, for the love of all things good and sacred, don't submit something you've published through CD Baby. I can't for the life of me figure out why people still publish their music through that cancerous service when there are far better options out there, like DistroKid. How is DistroKid better? Well, you only have to pay $20 a year for a subscription, and you can publish anything you like. CD Baby are more like a European gas station in that they charge you for every fucking release. Every album, every single, anything you put out through CD Baby will cost you far more than just doing it through DistroKid. Plus, CD Baby takes 9% of your money, unlike DistroKid, which lets you keep 100%. Now, you guys might remember a few weeks ago I was doing mix reviews, and a band decided they were going to submit a mix they published through CD Baby. And guess what happened? CD Baby claimed the stream while it was going on! And what's even worse is that all this ID content claiming they're doing is part of their fucking sales pitch on their fucking website. It's a downright disgusting and predatory business model that should not be supported. My problems with CD Baby go way back before the live streams. I recorded and mixed a band a while back, and they were kind enough to give me permission to use their songs as the background music in my video. But apparently that's not good enough for CD Baby. So what'd they do? They claimed all of those videos despite the band giving me permission to use their music. Unbelievable, I tell you. I'm not fucking kidding. Don't send me shit you've already published through CD Baby. Seriously, or you will be mocked publicly and loudly. Number 7. Make your issues known. When submitting, please write down at least a sentence or two about what's giving you the most trouble. Where do you feel your mix is lacking? Is there a particular element you just can't get right? Please let me know. Don't just post your mix and expect everyone else to figure it out for you. Laziness just won't cut it here. If you don't write anything down, how the fuck do you expect to get proper feedback? I don't care what it is. Hell, it could even be your own freaking guitar tone you're trying to get right. And that ties into the next point, which is number 8. Tell us what equipment you're using. Not only is it important to mention what issues you have with the mix, but you should also write down at least a partial list of the equipment you're using. Mic, interface, amp setup, which drum sample library you stole, and most importantly, what you're mixing on, i.e. headphones or studio monitors. Knowing these things can not only help me, but everyone else watching figures out quite a few things as well, like why you're having problems in the first place. You've heard me mention numerous times that mixing exclusively on headphones just isn't gonna cut it. And it's usually pretty easy to tell when someone's mixing on headphones because those mixes tend to be very weirdly balanced. Bass is usually too bloated, the drums are either too loud or too fucking quiet, so on and so forth. Headphones tend to vastly misrepresent a full mix, and what sounds good on one pair isn't always gonna sound that great on another pair. The tech is getting better though. I just reviewed the Sennheiser Deer VR system that does a pretty convincing job of emulating a room and takes the edge off mixing on headphones. But if you want your issues cleared up even better, don't be a lazy dick and actually tell us what you're using to record and mix. Number 9, wait your turn. Look, I understand that you really want some feedback on your mix, but you do have to understand one tiny little detail. The world doesn't revolve around you. Yes, despite what your parents and teachers may have been pumping into your head since you were a baby, you are not special and you don't get special privileges on the show. I've seen this happen a few times and it really does piss me off. Someone submits a mix and then proceeds to spam, check out my mix, check out my mix, check out my mix, every fucking minute. Look guys, I know you have as much patience as you've got songwriting ability, but in case you hadn't noticed, there are other people ahead of you. I get dozens of mix submissions and it's already pretty difficult to keep up with everything without you whining in the chat, especially when I'm trying to read what people are saying. But instead I have to watch you endlessly repost the same stupid shit. Don't think for a minute that I don't notice it. I just refuse to acknowledge your stupid fucking behavior. Do yourself and everyone else a favor and just shut the fuck up. You'll have your turn in the spotlight of shame sooner than you think. Number 10, don't be a crybaby. So now after all that waiting and all that spamming, your mix is finally live, and to absolutely no one's surprise, it sounds worse than Britney Spears forgetting to renew her auto-tune license. Now, it's totally okay to suck when you start out, but you know what? It's not okay? Starting a hate campaign against someone who said your mix isn't that great. Let me explain. A few years ago, I was doing a mix review session and someone decided that he didn't actually want honest feedback. The guy's mix was pretty damn bad, so bad in fact I genuinely thought he was trolling us. Now this guy proceeded to go on to Reddit and make a thread about me on our audio engineering for fuck's sakes. Oh, he hated my mix, he ruined my career. It's like, look, I've been doing the show long enough for people to understand that I don't pull punches. I built this channel on the premise of being honest and not bullshit, you guys. So if I think your work isn't all that great, believe me, I'm gonna let you know. And it's not because I want to trash your work, it's because I want you to do better. I'm actually here to help. And the sooner the participation trophy generation realizes that, maybe they can take a constructive criticism just a little bit better. Number 11, know what you're getting into. I want to use this last point to address something. I've been getting some pretty stupid comments about the mix reviews, saying that I'm focusing too much on the song and not the mix. And sure, the series is labeled as mix reviews, but to tell you the truth, I believe it's grown into more than just that. There's been a big debate around the SMG community recently about songwriting and how much modern metal is lacking in that regard. We've debated the cliched structuring of songs, riff salad, overproduction, so on and so forth. It's evolved just beyond mix critique and also giving feedback on songwriting. So pardon me for calling your self-indulgent shredding just that. Self-indulgent. Look, I want people to make great songs and great mixes. And if I think it's necessary to point stuff like this out, I'm damn well going to. It's my show, so fucking deal with it! And that's not to say that all the songs are bad. We've heard plenty of great songs on the show so far, and personally, I'd rather hear a great song that doesn't have the best mix than an overproduced piece of garbage that is about as engaging as watching paint dry. Your songs should be fun, not something that feels like a chore to listen to. So before you go whining and bitching that I'm talking about more than just your mix, please try to understand exactly what you're getting into when you make that submission. All right, everybody, that's it for this one. I really hope I was able to clear up any questions regarding the mix review live streams every Monday. And to all those people who still can't figure out how to follow the basic instructions after watching this, might I suggest getting into rehab? Maybe they can fix some of the damage you've done to your brain after sniffing all that glue. But you don't. God damn it! So if you want to join an awesome community and have your chance to waste me